guys, welcome back to my channel, and today what I'm going to be doing is, you can see my lantern over here that I decorated for Easter, and I've taken the bunny out and everything, but I've left the greenery because I really like how it feels, and I'll link the video that shows exactly what I did. I just stuck this up inside this, cut little pieces and stuck it up in there, and then I just put greenery in there and fairy lights. But I wanted something very soft and pretty. So let me show you what you'll need, and I'm going to make a funky bow with it. I have a lot of new subscribers, so for those of you who do not know, I learned how to make the funky bow by watching Southern Charm Reese. She's very good, and sometimes I put all my pieces of ribbon, I alternate. Sometimes I put 3 one way, 3 the next. It really just depends. The first time I did it was by accident and I saw that I kind of liked it all going one way, 3 going one way and then 3 the other. But I think I prefer it with it alternating. I think it gives a fuller, more lush looking bow. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this project, and then I want to talk to you about some things, and then we'll start making this lantern. Okay, you're going to need 3 different types of ribbon. Now, I bought this at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it was beautiful. It's like a gold basket weave. Now, it was $9.99, but it was on sale. It was either 40 or 50% off. I don't remember which. And then I picked this one up, kind of like the same basket weave, but in like a peachy color. And it has a little bit of that iridescence to it. And it was $4.99, and it was either 40 or 50% off. And then this one I just thought was so cute. It's $7.99, and it was either 40 or 50% off. But I think it's gonna give a really nice looking bow. I think it's gonna go together gorgeous, okay? And then you're gonna need some chenille ties. I don't really have anything to match this perfect, so I think I'll probably just use one of the yellow ones because it's softer looking. You're gonna need a rotary cutter. You're gonna need some mats to cut on, and you're going to need, like I said, some greenery. And then I'm also gonna put some candles in there. A large one, I've had that in the summer, that's usually what I keep in them, and then 2 smaller ones. All right, but first I want to talk to you about a few things. I haven't really been on my channel much the last week or so because of my foot. I've missed you all so much, but it turns out it was infected. I have cellulitis in it, and I'm on antibiotics, which is causing me to have a lot of heartburn. And I'm supposed to keep it elevated, but I want to still put up videos, so I know I need to take care of my foot, and I am, but I want to let you know why I'm not up every day putting up videos. I'm trying to at least do 3 a week. I'm hoping next week I'll be back to normal, but it depends. I don't know if I'll put anything up Monday or not. It seems like when I stand on the foot a lot, it really starts to swell and get much more painful. So now let me get to something really happy. I've decided I'm going to go live again this Saturday night, May the 12th at 7 p.m. Central Time. And what I'm going to do is show you the items that you're going to need for the coffee tea craft with me party that we're going to have. And I'll give you a week to get your supplies, and then I'll schedule another live and we'll actually make it. I want to start off with something kind of simple because I don't know how I'm going to film it quite yet. So I want to kind of give myself a little bit of leeway. So you can be looking forward to that for this Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so let's start making this funky bow. What you need to do, this lantern is very tall. So what I want is bows that have 5-inch loops and 10-inch tails. And to do that, I'm going to cut my ribbon around 28 inches long. Just make sure that you have 5-inch loops and 10-inch tails. Now I have 2 mats here, so I have to do mine a little bit different, but I'll go over that in a minute. And what you want to do is just cut 3 groupings of each color of your ribbon and make sure that it is 28 inches long. So I'm going to do mine this whole length, okay? You just take your rotary cutter and cut it. Now this ribbon does have a wire on the edge, which I think does help. So I'll be back when I get all my ribbon cut at 28 inches. Okay, I have them all cut. I have 3 strips of each color ribbon, and they're cut to roughly around 28 inches, okay? So now I'm just going to chevron my edges, and to do that, you just fold it like this, is how I do it, and then cut from this edge here that has the wire, okay? And that gives you a nice chevron or dovetail, whatever you want to call it, okay? So I'll be back as soon as I get the other ones chevroned. Okay, I've chevroned all the ends, so now all I'm going to do is put this down on my mat, and like I said, I have 2 mats, so I have to do mine just a little bit different. I'm going to go on mine to 10 and 8, but you would go to 10 and 19, okay? Just as long as you have 5-inch loops and 10-inch tails, you're fine if you want to make a really big one like I am. Okay, so I'm going to go here to 10 and to 8, and you just kind of like squeeze it together or smush it together, and I have my 5-inch loop, and I have close to a 10-inch tail. I messed up and I didn't quite cut mine as long as I originally said I was going to. Okay, then you just squish it together like this, and since this is double-sided ribbon, you're going to turn it this way so it's nice and pretty and everything is facing you on that tail, okay? Then we're going to go to our next one, and I decided I wanted this to be my next one. And some of these I did cut longer when I realized what I had done. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I'm going to go to 10 and 8. And let's make sure we have that 5-inch loop, and we do. And we definitely have the 10-inch tail, okay? Or you can just bend them in 2. I've done that before. Okay, and then you just squish this one. Now, sometimes I go 3 this way and 3 the other way, but I prefer to go like this. Just turn it upside down and do it like that. I think that gives a prettier, fuller looking bow, and it looks like you're really talented, but it's just the bow is doing all the work for you. I love it. And then just make sure your tails are even, and then we're just going to snug this one in right here, and then make sure I didn't turn that one, okay? And then they just basically go side by side. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to go to our next one. Now this one I noticed it had stuff all over it from Hobby Lobby. I think that's terrible, but I don't want to waste the rest of my ribbon, so I'm going to live with it. And it does work better if you have the wired ribbon. Okay, you're just going to squish this together and then twist this around so it's facing, and then we're going to put it this way. And they all end up kind of getting, as long as they're just side by side by side. Okay, and I'm going to go to 10 and 8. And this ribbon's a little flimsier, but I think it's gorgeous here that you have that 5-inch loop, twist it, then twist this one behind, And like I said, you could just lay it out. This is so. You can just squish it together, or you can do it the other way. It doesn't really matter. Okay, for time purposes, I know you know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish making this, and when it gets time to put the little twist tie around, I'll be back. Okay, and right now we have this. So what you wanna do is just take your twist tie and wrap it around, hold it really tight, wrap it around, and just start twisting it really, really tight, okay? And right now it never looks like much, but it will. You just have to fluff it out. This is when really the magic happens. You just start bringing them up and fluffing them out. And it really starts to come to life. It looks so pretty. And you can just keep working with it until you get it just like you like it. Okay, now what we're gonna do, which I probably should have done this before I fluffed it out so much. I'm gonna use this to tie it on the lantern, and I'm gonna pull out a generous amount, and I'm just gonna cut it. And I decided that I think I'm gonna like this color around the lantern much, much better. So I'm gonna find out where my center is, and I'm just gonna crease it there. Then I'm gonna lay my bow down. Doesn't really matter which way. And I'm going to put this inside of this little chevron tie and make sure that I've got it equal. And just snug this down in here. Really tight, okay? So that I can tie it on the lantern with this, but I think this is going to be gorgeous. And I just wanted something light and airy and springy, but really, really cute. But I'll fluff it more once I get it on the lantern itself. Okay, now I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, now I'm just going to turn this around a little bit and just put this right around here and just tie it. That way it won't mar my lantern in any way, and I can get it off really easy. And then I'm just going to chevron the ends of the bow. And it looks really cute. Okay, so you can see now I'm going to just start fluffing this bow out, but it really doesn't need much at all. It's really pretty. It makes you look like you're so talented. And I just wanted a little bit of that green peeking out because I'm so into green right now. And there you have it. Okay, and then you can see it all the way around, and it looks really pretty in the back as well. Okay, so let's finish the inside. Let me flip this down. Like I said, I just took my bunny out of it and I left my fairy lights and that greenery, and it's just put in there very haphazard. And I have my little battery pack fairy lights in there. And now I'm just gonna turn on my candle and just set this in there on top of that greenery. And I may not use all 3 candles. I don't know. Okay, I had to change out my battery with my big candle. But like I said, I'm just gonna put this right down in here and set it right on top of that greenery and just have it kind of pushed around like that. And I don't know if I really want to put a 3rd one. I don't think I do. I really like this. I think that's really pretty. You could put a 3rd candle on there if you wanted, but that's what it looks like. And my candles are on timers, so they'll come on automatically. But that's it, and it is so pretty. And that funky bow just makes you look like you're just so talented. I mean, she's brilliant. I really do like watching her. But I'm gonna go take this in there to where I'm gonna put it in my den, and I'll let you see what it looks like. So here it is, guys. It turned out really nice. I love that warm glow of the candles and the fairy lights, and then that greenery in there. I just think it looks so peaceful and serene. And then I love how that funky bow turned down on top. It just looks so nice. And then a little bit of that greenery peeking through. I really do like it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.